We have, the Air Force has seismometers on every continent around the world. So we have over 3,000 seismometers. They're buried in the ground, and we use them to detect seismic activity. There's 3 types of seismic activity. Does anybody know what that is? So, earthquakes? Oh, I wish. Not yet, though. Maybe. Earthquakes?
Volcanoes?
Sometimes. Yes. There's mining explosions. You guys all know what mining is? And then we use them in the Air Force to detect underground nuclear explosions. So one of the things that we do at AVTAC is we monitor, we are a nuclear treaty monitoring mission. So we monitor several countries that are a part of the Nuclear Test Ban Treaty and ensure that there's no illegal nuclear testing going on around the globe. Now we also have, how many airmen are monitoring 24/7?
We have about 30 to 40 at any time.
30, so we have 30 to 40 airmen who monitor our seismometers around the globe 24/7. So it's a 24/7 mission. There's always somebody watching these seismometers around the world to detect these explosions. And we're also one of the only organizations that's allowed on the continent of Antarctica. So we actually have our airmen, we have some really cool photos of them rappelling from helicopters down in Antarctica to maintain this equipment. This is the display here, and what I'm going to have you guys all do is take a step back. And then I'd like you two to come here. Yes, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and if you would come up here, come around here, on this side, and then when I count to 3, I want you guys to jump up and down as hard as you can, okay? So everybody take a look. Here you see there's not much seismic activity going on, and then I'm going to have these guys create an earthquake for me. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Whoa.
Check it out! Awesome! Okay. So you guys created a mini earthquake. Now I'm going to take the 3 biggest guys in the group. You, come on in. Alright, everybody back up.
Let's go.
Let's go. Ready? Now you guys are going to jump up and down on the count of 3 as hard as you can. Ready?
Go. Let's get it.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Look at how big the earthquake is. Awesome.
Good job, guys.
Next, somebody turn you over to Captain Sims.
Hey, how's it going, guys? So, quantum levitation. Who's heard of it before? What is it? Levitation. What is it?
Floating.
Kind of floating, flying. You guys want to see me levitate?
Levitating.
All right. I can't. Watch. It only works if you say quantum levitation on the count of 3. That's the only way it's going to work. And I will levitate. You want to see it happen?
Yes.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Quantum levitation.
Oh, you're jumping. I know that was not real, but I have something a lot cooler, right? Have you ever heard of the bullet train in Japan? What's significant about the bullet train in Japan? It's super fast. It's on magnets. I've heard that. What you got?
Aerodynamic.
Aerodynamic. That's a good word. You're smart. We'll join the afterwards. So how does that work? Those trains don't touch the tracks, right? You guys know that? The trains never touch the track. What you got?
There's no friction.
There's no friction. So I'm going to do a quick demonstration with some liquid nitrogen, right? Do we know how cold liquid nitrogen is?
Yes.
How cold?
Freezing.
Freezing, yes. Meaning that you should never touch it with your hands. Someone asked me what would happen.
Your hands will fall off.
Your hands will fall out. Who wants to take a guess at how cold this is? What you got?
375.
Kind of.
Zero.
Below 0. I heard below. So negative 320 degrees Celsius. Negative, correction, Fahrenheit. Negative 320 degrees Fahrenheit. So here we go. This is what you all have been waiting to see, right? This is not a magnet, by the way. This puck is not a magnet. So this is the same type of technology, if you will, of those bullet trains. Oh,
No way.
you can back up now. Back up.
You can make a hoverboard.
You can make a hoverboard. So typically, there we go. This is what I've been trying to do right here. See that? It's not touching. Also, if I tilt it, it stays in one spot. So if I make it even, right? If I make it even, if it cooperates with it, it might not be cold enough. So I'm going to put it back in for a couple seconds. And we're going to make that thing rotate around.
Do you know anybody who
I don't. You know why? Because it's extremely unsafe.
I do. If you tap it with your phone, will it still fall?
Probably. It's dangerous.
Is that cold?
It is cold.
Is that?
It doesn't. I can't feel it through my glove.
There's ice dripping.
It is.
Wow.
See that?
It looks like a hoverboard.
It's pretty cool, right?
There's air coming out of it, and it's pushing the hoverboard. So I think that's how
You can pick it up. Don't touch it. Let me touch it. I don't want to take anybody to the hospital.
Whoa, look at that.
Don't touch it. So this is a superconductor. Once it freezes, it turns into a superconductor, right? It can be attractive and repulsive. So when I tilt it, see how it attracts and it's not moving? And then when I keep it flat, that's how it's able to rotate. It actually works on both, right? Anyone have any questions? Yes, sir.
Could that be used?
It probably could, and it probably will one day. Technology is limitless, for sure. We brought it with us.
That
I
means
can't tell you.
dry ice. It's dry ice.
Kind of, but dry ice is actually 200 degrees warmer. I'm sorry? Because of the magnets, the way these tracks are. All right, I don't want to take up too much time, guys. We have an even cooler demonstration if you guys want to walk over to your right.
I'm going to be doing some tricks with the liquid nitrogen for y'all today. And if you want, you can look in here and actually see the liquid nitrogen real quick before we start.
I smell it. It smells delicious. Oh, you got that in there. It does.
So you see how the liquid nitrogen is boiling?
I can't even see it.
Because at room temperature, nitrogen is actually a gas. It's only a liquid when it's super cold like this. So as it warms back up to room temperature, it's actually boiling away, and that's what's coming out of here right now is nitrogen gas, which is pretty dangerous, so don't breathe too much of it in. It displaces oxygen, and it can actually suffocate you. But y'all are safe. There's not nearly enough of that.
Yeah, everything goes by.
Again, if you are shorter than the person in front of you, tap them on the shoulder and move forward. Have them in. Short folks come in.
So the first trick that I'm going to do for y'all is I'm going to dip this in there, and then I'm going to eat it. What? Does anybody want to guess what's going to happen? So this is actually very porous, and it's going to absorb the liquid nitrogen in it. And when I eat it, I'm basically just going to be able to breathe out all of the nitrogen gas immediately, because as it touches my tongue and mouth, it's much, much warmer than the air, and it'll instantly boil away, and I'll just be able to breathe the gas in. No, it doesn't feel cold at all, because it's so cold that it evaporates as soon as it touches it, so it actually creates a layer of gas between the liquid and my mouth, and it'll never actually touch my hand.
On that gas.
So it doesn't actually taste any different. It just tastes like a regular graham cracker that was pulled out of the freezer. But the reason it doesn't hurt me is, like I said, it creates a layer of gas between it and my tongue, and it boils away instantly. The next trick I'm going to do for y'all, I'm going to need y'all to back up for it.
Squeeze right here, guys.
See, back up.
Squeeze right behind you here.
Thank you. All right. I'm actually going to shatter a racquetball.
You gonna what?
Racquetball normally is just soft and squishy, but when you freeze it, it's called, what's it called? It basically turns into a glass-like substance. It becomes extremely solid and brittle. So when I hit it with this hammer, bits of it are going to go flying everywhere. But the reason... So what happens to air as air gets colder? It contracts. It becomes smaller. So say if you take a balloon and then you freeze the balloon, the air inside it, as it cools down, will contract and become more dense, and the balloon will get smaller, even though there's the same amount of air in there. Well, the racquetball, the rubber on it doesn't contract, but the air inside of it does contract. So there's basically a vacuum inside of the racquetball, and it's going to implode, and it's going to make that loud noise that you're going to hear.
Wait, what now?
The one you put in the head. Wait, why nobody tell me he took it out?
That jump scared me.
Hey, I can take a piece home. Can I take a piece home?
Yeah, let it warm up. No, don't touch it yet. Let it warm up for a minute or two. And then if you find any pieces of the racquetball,
Oh, it's like, can he take a piece home? Where is he taking a piece home? No, you gonna take that little piece. They gonna blow it.
Alright, guys. Over here.
Hold on. Yeah, what is that mine?
I'm gonna use it.
How long you been in the airport?
Hey man, somebody asked me for it. Look, he just grabbed another piece.
That's kind of cool. Actually, cornstarch. Cornstarch is like a giant spaghetti. And that spaghetti makes water. And the spaghetti's kind of going like this, but when you squish it, it knocks the water out of it and turns it almost like a little crystal. So it turns it into a solid. So if anyone wants to take a whack at it, I died again. I do. As fast as you can get the hammer. Keep that grip. Never use that. Alright, now just set the hammer in it.
It's like quicksand, yeah.
See, I'm pressing on it, it's not going to let it go, but then I just kind of let it go.
And it goes down. It's like quicksand.
Alright, so that seems kind of magical, but I've got another one for you guys. And that is, I got 3 Dixie cups here. Kind of a little bit messy here. Nothing in them. Alright, so I got 3 here. And, oh, I got a water bottle here. You're like, yeah, it's not really water. It's water. But you guys ever seen that show game where I'm like, yeah.
No.
And what's always, you're always like, which is it? And you're like, that one, and it's not. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to try to trick you guys, but I know you guys are pretty smart. Come here. Alright. I'm pretty fast, though. Put some water in here. Don't be looking at me. Not that one. Maybe it is though. Alright, which one is it?
The one in the middle.
We're gonna use which one. If you're wrong, what happens?
A tone.
Oh! Alright. And I want you to be right, so I'm gonna help you out, okay? Alright, hey, Beth. Get back. They're gonna mix that up.
Oh no, I know what it is. You put some banana in there. Yeah, that's what that was.
Yeah, I got it. It's in the middle.
Middle one, alright. I can't fool you. Okay. So he's right. Actually, a lot of you guys are right. I put a. So do you guys think of any kind of use of some kind of like solid or powder that could absorb a lot of water? What would be a good use of that? Like a what? Like a baby diaper. Exactly. So this is called sodium polyacrylate. Sodium polyacrylate, it's this powder right here. Someone said it, there's a little bit of sand in there. So I can't prove what you guys, there really was something in the bottom of one of them. And what it is, it turns into like a gel. As fast as I was doing it, in fact, I was kind of going like this, and kind of mixed it up. You can see, it's solid. You can definitely break it. Let's see if we can get enough in there, and then we'll put it upside down, and then it'll fall all over the place and make this table even messier. So we're getting pretty close.
Like ballistic gel. Like,
It looks like ballistic gel, yeah. That's pretty good. That's actually
Wow.
yeah, it's actually non-toxic.
Can I touch it?
All right, the last one here, guys. Just like water. All right, listen up, guys. I got one more thing, and then we'll move on to the transmission group here. All right, guys. Next one here, Mr. Griff. Take a step back. You guys line up right around here. Get back over here. Where the other ones at? Let's come here. What's the big here, you guys hold that. Okay, have you sit over here? You can hold this. Oh, these are right. So hold my shoes. Right? So hold on to this. Okay? Huh? There we go. Take 2 seconds. Okay. So I can't show you the test before I have to come back.
So I gotta come back and say, all right.